gambling with their finances. Here's how I know. Hello fellow traders, I'm Trader Tom with over a decade and a half of experience, as well as the founder of Simply Forex Trading Academy. I'm opening the doors to just 20 ambitious traders for my elite weekly masterclasses, where you get the chance to join an inner circle where ordinary traders turn into market experts. Dive deep into the art of price action trading across 4 intensive sessions. You'll emerge with ability to spot high probability trades, execute with confidence, and achieve consistent gains. Secure your spot immediately. Don't miss this exclusive opportunity to kickstart your journey. Can't wait to see you in class.
Good afternoon, traders. Good morning, good evening, good night, good, don't know, something else. Anyway, traders, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. Lovely to see you all. And yeah, the plan of attack is there was something I was going to tell you guys. No, I can't remember. I've eaten a lot of Toblerone today. I know I always come and say I had too much hummus, but today too much Toblerone. You know, the chocolate, like the triangle chocolate. I normally associate it with airports, but I've gone mental on that today. So there you go. Just to let you know my feeding habits. Very important. Also, guys, as part of the live stream, we are going to look at the live charts, right? We're going to look at trades that I am in. I am currently in gold. Okay, so we'll take a look at the gold trade and why I'm in it. And also, guys, it's your opportunity to ask as many questions as you like. So it could be anything to do with trading. Yeah, absolutely anything. Ask me anything you like. I remember Esteban's question yesterday about buying your wife expensive stuff. Those questions are also relevant, so feel free. Right, before we get started, let's just say hello to a few people, see who is in the house. Yeah, let's do that first. So Father Sunglasses, how are you? Good afternoon. All right, you've got a couple of questions there. Father Sunglasses, okay, we'll answer them. CJ, word up, homie. How are you? Himashu, gold upside target today. I shall show you my trade exactly, Himashu, very shortly. Sibusiso, I'm sure I've pronounced that beautifully. Good afternoon, Tom. What are your thoughts on shorting oil? Okay, we'll take a look at that as well. CJ's looking at pound US dollar for buys. I hear you, CJ, with this trade. I'm going to show you an entry that I would have perhaps got in a little bit earlier with this, but we'll look at this. And it's using fibs. I've been talking to so many traders about fibs. I did a little vid on the VIP Discord, but that's all I've been hearing is fibs, 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 fibs for about a week. Okasan, hey, how are you? Skelts, hello, mate. Hamed, afternoon, traders. All right, so good. We've already got some questions in, guys, and I love your questions. So thank you very much for getting those to me. But let's take a look at the gold trade that I'm in. So first and foremost, guys, right, we have had a bounce up off an important support level, right? This is more of a H4 trade than a day trade. All right, but let me just show you the reasons why I'm taking this trade, okay? Because this is against daily trend. I said it is against daily trend. And it's also almost at my target. Now, at support, you know, big support on the day chart, bullish candle, right? We're quite a way away from the moving average 20, okay? And it doesn't matter how far you get away from the moving average 20, price wants to come back to it. Comes down here, it wants to get back to the moving average 20, right? So first of all, a piece of support. Now, if we look at the H4, right, you can see that we had these very bullish candles and a push off this level. And you can also see we have this level right here, which hasn't been hit yet, right? And these are the last lows on the daily, really, and would be a good target for us to aim for. So we've had these bullish candles. Arguably, we're making higher highs, right? But if we look at the H1 chart, basically the trade is this, okay? So we know this gray zone is a strong support level. We had a bullish daily candle, okay? And then if we just follow H1 structure, this is where we're at, right? We're getting higher lows, higher highs, and these lows didn't break, okay? And then also, guys, if you look at this, if we look at the H4, right? And again, this was a couple of weeks ago. We were speaking to a particular trader, a hugely funded trader, and how he uses fibs, right? And if we draw a fib level from the last low, okay, so you find the last low up to the last high. Okay, so let's zoom in now, right? So what I've done is from the last low to the last high, I have plotted the fib levels. Okay, let's remove these ones. Let's edit this. I'm not interested in this and this. All right, these are the three levels I'm interested. These are the most traded levels for fibs. So we've had our bullish push off this level and a H1 break. Okay, then if we drop down to the H1, all it was a case of price. Let me drag this across a little bit. Okay, all it is price dropping down to this 0.5 and 0.618 area. Price came down, never broke H1 structure. We got a nice wick rejection, okay? Entered here, put our stop below here, and the idea is to take price back up to these highs, and it's looking pretty good. We get our 1:1. I will close 80% here and leave 20% to run a little bit. All right, so this is gold, and those are the reasons I took gold. All right, it's still price action, it's still looking for structure breaks. We've just introduced a fib level there. All right, and as I said in my vid in the VIP Trading Academy, fib levels are heavily traded. Okay, so if everyone's looking for this 0.5, 0.618 level, this is known as the golden zone, it's probably a pretty good level to enter on. And so, Toblerone coming up. So far, the trade's looking good. All right, so my target is literally where this alarm is, around 2311. So there you go, guys. That's gold. And then another trade that I traded today. Can someone please remind me to stop trading the euro? Right, it's the euro elections, but the way my mind is geared, guys, is that wrongly or rightly, is that the euro elections are noise, right? And I can still trade my setup, but this is proving not to be the case. All right, the fundamental backdrop of the European elections have led me to for the euro to carry on down and for me to have a bad trade. So euro Aussie dollar was a similar trade, right? We was at the bottom of this daily level here. If I just show you this level, hits it once, hits it twice, right? And now it's back down to these lows in here. Okay, we had a nice H4 bullish push off, right? Okay, I waited for a retrace to a nice fib level, and then the idea was to take price higher. But euro elections, I'm going to stay away from the euro. Okay, I've made this decision today. Perhaps, in hindsight at the start of the week, this should have been my thinking, but I'm not a fundamental trader. I see my setups, I trade them. So there you go, guys. That's me. That's where we're at today. They're the only two trades that I've had. Right, let's take a few questions. Before I do, let me have a little drink. And if I could ask everyone, guys, if you haven't already subscribed, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Yeah, smash that notification button. That's really important, so you receive an alert. And if everyone could please smash the like button. Cheers. Father Sunglasses, will you ever return to the motherland? So the motherland is the UK for me, you know, just outside London. And the answer is probably no, to be quite frank. I've got used to sunshine, you know, not being taxed to death. And just the UK media, yeah, is depressing. Every time I turn on the news, it's like doom and gloom. The NHS is buggered. You know, all the government, people in charge of the government are idiots. The welfare system's failing. You know, I rather, you know, Dubai's like the opposite. If you ever watch Dubai news, it's like we've won the Paralympics, to host the Paralympics. One of our people have flown to the moon. We recently had a UAE astronaut go to the moon or on a space mission. It's all just such positivity. I'm sure there's bad things go on, but you know, I'd rather, you know, ignorance is bliss a little bit. Do I ever visit? Yeah, of course I visit. I've got my brother who still lives there and my nieces, and you know, so yeah, I visit at least. Yeah, I try to get back once a year. Right, what else are we looking at? So Himanshu, I've give you my gold target. It's literally here. Yeah, you can see where that alarm is. So 2311 is my target. I hope that helps. Okay, and oil. So Sibusiso, I like your name, very exotic. Let's take a look at oil. Where's oil? Okay. Now, this is a bit of this has been very volatile. Let's say that. Now, if we look at the weekly chart, right, this is a question for everyone. Okay. So I want you all to get involved in this question and leave the answer in the live chat, because you guys, you have to determine trend, right? If you don't know what trend you're in, then stop trading. Okay, sometimes the trend isn't clear, then just stay away. But oil, okay, so WTI guys, West Texan, right? Is this weekly chart in a downtrend, an uptrend, or in a range? So everyone, guys, if you could please answer, what do you think? What's the trend of the weekly chart on oil? Don't be shy. Leave your answer. Prathisha says, are you drinking whiskey? Yes, Prathish. Every day, whiskey on my cereal, whiskey for lunch. Just gets me through the trading day. No such luck, unfortunately. Okay, so gold is hitting target, guys. I am going to just take some profit. So while you answer this, guys, I'm just going to take some profit. Bear with me. Okay. Okay, nice trade. Okay, guys, sorry. I was just taking some profit there on gold. Where is the live chat? Let's go back to this and let's find the live chat. So we have got Ron is saying, so Aya is saying an uptrend. Ron is saying a downtrend. Arthur is saying a downtrend. Bounced off support, but still a downtrend, downtrend. Correct. Yeah, this is a downtrend, guys, right? Identify highs and lows, right? High. Okay, high, low, high. Yeah, low, low. Right? Now, if I join those up, yeah, you will see trend. Okay, you can clearly see, guys, we are in a downtrend. Let's do it without the circles. Yeah, we're clearly in a downtrend, but we're in a downtrend with a massively bullish wick, right? So even if we are in a downtrend, I do not want to sell into this wick. Yeah, if you look at any wick, right, you don't want to sell into it. Yeah, look at what happens. It shoots up. It comes back down. Look at these wicks. You don't want to sell into them. Look what happens. It shoots up, right? Even up here, yeah, we're getting a wick. You don't want to buy into that. Look what happens. Yeah, again, wick. You don't want to buy into that. Look what happens, right? And it's the same here, guys. We're in a downtrend, but I do not want to sell into that wick. Okay, so that's the weekly chart. But let's get more information. Let's not stop at the weekly chart. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Now, again, guys, let's do the same questions. This is good for your analysis and good for understanding trend and structure. What is the trend of oil on the day chart? Okay, so everyone right now, same question. What is the trend on the day chart? Please leave me your answers, guys. So guys, don't be shy. We're now looking at the day chart. Please leave an answer as to what the trend is. Father Sunglasses is, so the lesson is never buy or sell into a wick. Yes, I would say that is a pretty good rule. Yeah, because the wick suggests buyers. A bottom wick suggests buyers. A top wick suggests sellers. So we don't want to buy into sellers. We don't want to sell into buyers. Yeah, it's just the common sense of the market. Yeah, it's all human psychology. Right. Oil, what's the day trend? We've got downtrend, uptrend, not sure, downtrend, 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 uptrend. Okay, so again, you know, I don't want to trade any asset, whether it's a commodity like oil or Forex or indices, that people are unsure or there's contradiction, right? And you guys are giving me contradiction, right? We've got uptrends and downtrends. Now, again, you need to understand the highs, and you need to understand higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, higher highs, etc. Right? Let's pinpoint them all. Let's start here. Okay, bear with me. That's it, right? Okay, so downtrend into a range, and then we broke the range, right? We've shot back up. We don't know when the next lower high is, right? This isn't it. There hasn't been a substantial enough move from this level. So this is not a lower high. All right, so if we get rid of that, we was in a range. We've broke the range, we've retraced. This is where we're at. Last highs, lower lows, we are in a downtrend. Now again, right, if we are in a downtrend, do we want to sell the market, right? Yeah, we want to be with trend. But look at that candle. Do you want to sell that candle? And I would say the answer is clearly no, you do not, right? Yeah, so no trade for me with oil for those reasons. Yeah, downtrend, very bullish candle, contradiction, I'm not interested. Okay, you know, if at this point we had a nice big bearish candle that looked like this, right? then okay. We could potentially look for sells back down to these lows, or even just back down to this support level, right? But nothing is telling me to sell this. If anything, this candle's telling me to buy it, but that would be against trend. All right, so I hope that helps with oil. We had some other good questions up here, guys, as well. Okay, so CJ, you want to look at pound US dollar for buys. Now, just to carry on, I guess this is a bit of a tutorial, but just to carry on with these fib levels, right? So if we look at pound US dollar, I was considering trading this, but I got into gold instead. Okay. Now, if we look at the day chart, right? Now, okay, this is a no. Let's just do this. I'll do this myself, right? Is this in an uptrend, right? And we're seeing that, or are we in a downtrend and we've broke these lows? Now, that is a little bit subjective. So the trend is not particularly clear here. But what is clear is that this level here is a very important support level. Reacted once, reacted twice, even again here, and reacted yesterday. And not only did it react yesterday, we got a nice bullish candle. Okay, now if we drop down to the H4, right, and those candles really sort of stopped here. Okay, right, so if we look at the H1, right, and we take the lowest point, this is fibs again, if we take the lowest point, oh no, that is the wrong button. If we take the lowest point and drag it up to the highest point here, okay, so this is the highest point, this is the lowest point. And again, we've got our 0.5 fib level, okay? Just look at this reaction, right? We are with H1 structure. So CJ, this is potentially an entry we could have taken here, right? H1 hasn't broken, and we get a nice bullish candle. You know, bear in mind, this is after news as well, right? We had some news on the pound earlier on, which was worse than expected. We get a nice bullish reaction at the fib level, right? With H1 structure, we're bouncing off a daily support level, and we had a nice bullish daily candle, right? Lots of confluence, lots of reasons to like the trade, okay? So we could enter here, yeah. I would probably put my stop below here, right? And then look to take price back up to these highs. You'll roughly get your 1:1. Happy days, right? Good trade. Whether I want to keep on buying pound US dollar is debatable, right? And it depends on this H4 candle, because this is a level of resistance, right? So, you know, so's this. This whole gray zone is as a result. So, but we also have the moving average 20. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. You know, if we get a nice bearish H4 reaction, then I would say my mind of this trade changes and it becomes potentially a sell trade. All right. However, you know, I don't want to sell into support. So yeah, let's see what this H4 candle does to see if pound is still worth buying. So there's pound US dollar, CJ. I hope that helps with that as well. Okay, so we've got a question here from Syed about emotions. So before I answer that, guys, if I could ask everyone to first of all, please come join our trading community, right? If you haven't already, we've got like-minded traders sharing knowledge, ideas, experiences. So please come join the free Discord channel. Just create a username and come on in. We will let you in, right? Simple as that. Also, guys, right now, we are offering free access to the VIP Trading Academy if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers. Okay, and we are in the process of getting a US broker as well. I'm literally doing the paperwork today. So if you're from the US, this also applies to you. Okay, sign up for our brokers. You get free access to all of my trade signals, all of my tutorials, right? You get direct access to me should you need help with anything, plus much, much more in the VIP Trading Academy. So check that out. Also, guys, on the 24th of June, we are doing a beginner masterclass, and it's all focused about understanding price action and giving you the confidence to find high probability trades and pull the trigger. Okay, we only have 20 spaces available for this, and they're filling up fast, guys. So if you are interested in this, again, it is free, but you need to sign up with one of our preferred brokers. All right, so come check that out if you're interested in that as well. And then finally, guys, if you would like to show your support for the channel, then you can become a Simply Forex YouTube member, and there's many, many perks for doing so. Check it all out. That's a mouthful. I need a drink. Keeps the editor happy though. Keeps the editor off my back, and he is slightly unhinged. Fact. Syed, so my question is about how you control your emotions. How do you do it well? Is it related to your personality, or is it acquired through training? Good question, Syed, right? So is it sort of, you know, nature or nurture? And I would say it's nurture, right? I have trained myself to become very disciplined and patient, right? Now, how have I done that? So how, you know, like as a trader, you almost want to become an emotionless robot, right? If you lose a trade or if you win a trade, right, the emotion is the same, right? Because why is the emotion the same? Is because all you did was follow your trading plan, right? So as a trader, that's all you can do, yeah? So follow your trading plan, okay? If you get a setup, trade it. Regardless if it's successful or not, you have done well as a trader if you follow your plan, okay? And if you, I always go back to this, but it's about your performance. So if you follow your plan, you follow your risk, your strategy, you follow your risk and money management, right? And you just religiously follow it every day, okay? Then your psychology will take care of itself. Your emotions will take care of itself. Yeah, because all you're doing is following a plan. Yeah. Emotions get involved if you don't follow your plan and do stupid shit, right? That's when your emotions get involved. You're like, why did I do that? Oh, that was a crap trade. I didn't follow my trade entry. Oh, you know, why did I move my stop loss to there? What was I thinking? You know, all of these common things are all a result of not following your plan. Okay, so your emotions are directly related to you following a plan and letting your edge play out. So for me, that's what it's about. It's about looking at your performance. And I say this as part of my mentorship program. If you can do a trade and give yourself 10 out of 10. So I enter a trade exactly as per my strategy, exactly as per my risk management, exactly as in my emotions are good and I feel totally fine, then you can give yourself a 10 out of 10. Now, if that trade works out or not, it doesn't matter. Yeah, what you've done is traded well, and performance is what it's all about. Like any job, any sport, any job, it's about controlling your performance. All right, and then as a byproduct of that, your emotions will take care of themselves, because the only time emotions get involved is when you do stupid shit. All right, so bear that in mind. Just keep performing every day. Okay, to the point it just becomes second nature, right? And you just trade accordingly. So I hope that helped, Syed. All right. You know, and also just to mention that point as well. So if there's any grey area, yeah, like if there's a situation where you genuinely don't know what to do, right? You probably shouldn't be in that trade. You're like, right, Christ, price has done this. I don't know what to do. You need a plan for everything. All right. So yeah, bear that in mind, Syed. Corey, I used a couple pointers of yours today. Cheers, mate. Corey, you are very welcome. I hope my pointers helped. That would be good. Father Sunglasses, if we ever see you in real life, could we come say hello? Of course you could. Come say hello. Funnily enough, one of the VIP Trading Academy, one of the people were in Dubai. He said, Tom, do you want to meet up for a beer? I said, yeah, no problem. Let's do it. And we met up for a beer. So, of course, yeah, you know, yeah, absolutely fine. Right, what else are we looking at? Okay, so Prathish wants to look at US dollar, Japanese yen. Okay, so let's take a look at US dollar, Japanese yen, guys. All right. Also, say it with Stone, Euro, US dollar. Just say it with Stone, just to anything to do with the euro. I've been bitten a couple of times now, right? I followed I followed my strategy, but the European elections are leading to very volatile European pairs. So I would let that all settle down, right, before I start entering any more euro pairs. I have learned my lesson. And like every lesson in trading, it is costly, right? So there you go. Right, US dollar yen. Let's have a look at US dollar Japanese yen. This is, so I can understand why you're asking about this, Prathish, because it's not clear, right? Now, weekly chart, right, is in an uptrend. Okay, clearly in an uptrend. I would say this is where we're at. Okay, all right. And we probably have a little bit more room to go into, yeah, up to this level here. Okay, and once it gets to this level, I'm, you know, not interested in buying it anymore because there is sellers sitting in here. The market has shown us that with this big, nasty red candle. It's not nasty, it's just very bearish. It would have been nasty if you were buying it. So we're in an uptrend and we've got a little bit more room to go. Okay, and you know, a bullish wick would suggest we can take it higher, right? Now, if we go to the day chart, so I've had this conversation a few times now, right? And US dollar, Japanese yen, are you seeing this? Okay. So, you know, put your hands up if you're seeing this. And if you are seeing this, we're in an uptrend. Yeah, lower highs, higher lows, higher highs. We're in an uptrend. Or are you seeing this? Therefore, we are in a downtrend. We've got lower lows, and these, you know, these highs here are holding. So that is the problem with US dollar yen for me at the moment. Yeah, that day trend could be argued both ways. There's a little bit of ambiguity there, a little bit of uncertainty. So for that reason, I don't like it. Okay, but let's see if we can find a trade. Let's not that you should ever do that. I've got to be careful how, you know, don't go finding trades. That is not how you trade. I apologize for that comment. I retract it. I will speak to my lawyers about retracting it, right? Lawyers. The editor. The editor is the lawyer, the editor, the marketing, everything. Yeah, so don't find trades. Let them find you as per your strategy, right? But for the purpose of this, let's see if we can find a bias that we would like to trade. Now, that is that last daily high here, okay? Do I want to buy into that? No. And look at the reaction we're getting so far, okay? It's coming crashing down, right? So we're in an uptrend. Just want to get that clear. We're in an uptrend, but I don't want to buy it. We're at resistance and price is crashing down. So to be quite honest, leave US dollar yen well alone. So Prathish, you've got so many. Look at all these pairs you've got over here. You've got 28 currency pairs. You've got indices. You've got commodities. Trade a different pair. Yeah, US dollar yen, too much uncertainty for me. Right, what else are we looking at? So answered that one. So Corey says here, that's why I want to earn more money to do more expensive, stupid shit. That is very bad advice from Corey. Don't do that. But I know you meant it tongue in cheek. Prathish wants to know what I am drinking. I always joke that it's vodka, right? And is it a joke? That is the question. Is it vodka? Is it water? There's only one way to find out, and that's come around and join me. I will leave the suspense. If my eyes start doing like 10 past 2 and slightly bloodshot, you know it's vodka. Right. Okay, so what else are we looking at here? So Father Sunglasses has got a question about trading and family. Okay, so how do you manage your family during trading hours? Do you tell them, look, guys, I'm working 8 to 6, so don't disturb me during that time, or how do you do it? Yeah, I mean, I have my trading hours. I've got my little trading room. And I'm not disturbed really. And then if nothing's going on and I do want to spend some time with my family, I've got my alarm set up, then I will do. But yeah, as simple as that, Father Sunglasses, really. I'll just, just don't disturb me while I'm trading. Yeah. And then if nothing's going on, maybe we'll go do something as a family or yeah, whatever. Yeah, don't disturb me while I'm trading. That's basically it. But having said that, guys, that's the beauty of trading. I set up my alarms. I don't need to look at my screens all day. There's an element of freedom to it. And that enables me to spend time with family and friends. So, it's a really beautiful thing. It's important to point this out, right? There was a time where, I looked like Dracula. Okay. I was just trading like throughout the night, probably because I was in too big a positions and, was I in too big of positions? I just didn't want to leave the trade alone. I would overly manage a trade, right? And that is so unhealthy. Yeah, trading till 3 a.m., going to sleep. As soon as you wake up, checking your trade. Has it gone against me? You do not want to be in that situation, right? Avoid that at all costs. You want to be at a point where your trading is quiet. I always say it, but it's slow, dull, and boring. That's how we want any investment. Yeah, if you join trading for thrill seeking and things like that, it's just not going to end well. We want slow, dull, boring. A setup may take hours to show itself, And then when my alarm goes off, I take a look at the screen. I say, okay, I still like this trade and what's going on currently. There's no news coming out. Let's trade it, right? And then again, I set up my alarms. And, you know, if price breaks this point, the alarm will go off, or if it hits target, you know, and I just do that, guys. Yeah, you don't want it to be all consuming, because it really was for me at one point. You know, it was very unhealthy. Like, you know, I wasn't getting myself down. I've always enjoyed the gym. I wasn't getting down the gym, wasn't going out for runs, just look ghostly, you know, bags down here. You know, don't get in that state, whatever you do. Right, what else are we looking at? Corey, so is the start of the day for you 10:40 p.m. in Australia bedtime? Makes it harder to trade London and New York. So I get up at 6 o'clock, which Dubai time, which is roughly 3 a.m. Well, not roughly, it is 3 a.m. UK time. So that's when I'm up. So yes, when the Asian session is in full swing, right? Sometimes I find setups as soon as I wake up, yeah, as I'm doing my analysis, and I'm like, right, that is one of my setups, let's take it. Okay. Majority of the time I'm trading the London Open, because that's when the volume enters the market, and that's usually when the market will give me a setup. Okay, so usually trading the London market, the London Open, sorry. And really when New York opens, ideally I want to be done. So I've just closed my gold trade in profit, and, you know, that will be me done, really. I don't want to carry on trading. I've done enough. Yeah, so again, it's important to set your boundaries, guys. You know, I don't want to trade, you know, the Asian Open all the way through to the New York Open. You know, it's just, I would resent trading. It would become a chore. I don't want that. I enjoy trading. So let's answer this question. So Tom, I started with 1,000. Okay, let's say dollars. I'm already at 1,700. So Carla, first of all, brilliant work. But I would like to add more. When would you say is a good time? I've been there for 4 months. So it's a good question, Carla, right? And again, what I do with as part of my mentorship program is this, right? So once you're obviously at a level where you're getting some consistent profits, I mean, that's a great return. Yeah, you're up 70%, right? Now, this is what I do with my guys on the mentorship program. Okay, so every week you have a win percentage of 60% or more, right? You can increase your trade size. Okay, this is, you know, I'm not saying go crazy and increase risk dramatically, but let's, you know, because some of my students, I say, let's start with 0.5%. So they're risking 0.5% on every trade. Now, in 1 week, okay, and you need to do this because you need to increase size to increase your account size. So in 1 week, if you have 60% win rate or more, so out of 10 trades, if you have 6 winners, 4 losers, you can then increase your trade size or risk size, shall we say, right? Okay, so once you've hit 60%, you can now trade from 0.5, we can increase risk to 0.7. Right? The following week, if you hit 60% again, yeah, you can trade from 0.7 to 0.9% risk. and so on. If you have a week where your win percentage is 50%, you stay at 0.9. Yeah, you don't go any higher, and so on. So that's with risk, but you could also do this with capital. All right. Now, the same applies. If you have a 60% win rate in 1 week, you can add, I don't know, looking at your account size, you can add $200 to your account to trade, right? The next week, right? You hit 60%, you add another $200. So in 2 weeks, you've added $400 because of your consistency. Okay, so consistency must be rewarded. Okay, and I mean that in terms of scaling your capital or increasing your risk a little bit to help grow an account quicker. All right, so set yourself goals like that, Carla. That will really help you scale an account up quicker. All right, I hope that helps. Guys, I just want to thank everyone for all of your questions and all of your time. And, you know, we really appreciate your questions, guys. Your questions are our fuel. So same time again tomorrow, come join us for the live stream, get all of your questions ready. Guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Please smash the subscribe button. I've already said that. And also, please smash the like button and notification button, guys. All right. Have a great trading day, and I'll catch up with you same time tomorrow.